All right, welcome back to Aphelion Everlasting. We're going to get right into it. Last time we met, we had you guys searching through the Abyss Station, and in the process, you found the station to be in severe disrepair and very strange aquatic barnacle-like structure coating the inside of the building as you progress through. Searching through the lab, unfortunately, attempting to garner information from their systems, it seems that the defenses were too much and no information was gleaned there. Proceeding further through the station, you came across a much larger colony of the bacterium that you had heard information about, and in that moment, several watery types of creatures emerged from the surrounding kind of semi-deluge of the water that seems to be encompassing the station. So as soon as we are starting, I'm going to actually have you guys roll initiative.
Let's do it.
9.
15.
What do we add to it?
Nothing.
Just a
Dex
straight
mod.
roll?
Do your dex modifier.
Dex mod?
Yeah.
Yep. So I got the
Holy
initiative thing right at the top there.
16.
Initiate bowl of pretzels.
So I'm 17 then with my dex mod.
All right, one second.
A little flaky boy out of here.
Right? Or is it the total?
What?
Is it the total or the dex mod that you have to do it?
Well, what's the total?
You
already
add-
added it.
you
Yeah,
you
it's your
add-
total.
Do your
So
roll
Modifier and your
plus.
dex, so 2,
So it's
4,
so
6.
21.
Yeah.
So add 6 to it. Yeah, I get it.
Sweet.
What'd you get?
21.
21.
9.
Okay, you got 9.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 21.
Mm-hmm.
What's your dexterity modifier?
6.
6.
Or my modifier.
Yeah.
I was like,
The total or the modifier? Modifier's 2.
Modifier. Okay, I'll have you roll because one of them actually matched.
You have to-
So
you have to
roll,
re-roll.
we're just having a roll off.
It's just a joke.
All right.
We're just kidding.
Wilson,
I got an 11.
11. We'll just have Buzz be on the same turn as you.
Okay, yeah, I rolled for him. Well, he has his own initiative.
He does have his nose issue?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 11. What did Buzz get then?
21.
21. Dexterity modifier for him?
3.
3. Okay.
Soiled it.
Never get. Throw it in the trash.
16.
16.
Unless that signals a hot streak.
I hope so. Let's take it as that.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts, positive energy into my dice. Roll a
Positive
heavy.
thoughts.
May my ones be heavy. So
Give it a kiss or something. I don't know.
kiss.
Shove it up her butt or something. I don't know. Maybe give it a
Ew.
kiss or something. I don't know.
Disgusting.
Show up your butt and give it a kiss. Or, I don't know.
Is that how I should roll it? And just like wait for digestion to take its
Digestion?
course.
Who's Jai? Why is he stealing your dice?
It's not an interesting last name. I've never.
Wait for
never
Jai to come in.
suggestion.
He's my hired dice roller.
Jai, get out of the table.
He's
What are you doing?
professional.
Waiting for Jai.
Jai. Waiting for Jai.
He's got warm hands, you see, so
All
he's
right.
able to
G.I.
roll
Joe.
the dice.
The very
easily.
first up is actually going to be Buzz as he is kind of scanning the area. He notices the billowing shapes coming out of the water, and right as that is occurring, he's going to be right there actually.
I don't know, boss.
There's a spooky guy right
So-
by me. I don't like it.
Right as they
I'm
emerge
fine, dude.
from the water, you just hear Buzz, "Look out!" and it's going to be his turn.
He's gonna take the first shot.
All right, he's going to be shooting at which one?
The one over by Skada.
Okay.
Because that's the one that he can probably... Because you said this
a-
center, there's like a
rectangular
pillar.
sort of like containment
Yeah,
structure.
so you'd be able to see
extending
that
to
one
the ceiling.
best.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fire. It's a 12 to hit.
Against EAC or KAC?
EAC.
That matches.
Hey, nice.
All right. So go ahead and roll that damage.
A couple times I should have used my sense motive.
Me too.
Forget about this second page sometimes.
3, and then
Same as
base attack bonus is
We
just
have
for
three
your
arms.
attack modifier, right? Not your damage.
Right.
Okay, so yep, just 3 damage.
Yeah, unless it's a melee attack. So. All right. So he shoots, and I believe he only can do one or the other. Shoot portable, correct?
I'm pretty sure he can just take full turns.
Should have been more descriptive.
Look at that. I'll have you write that down here just to be sure.
If we ever fight some real people, I can do things to them.
Whoa.
I'm a daze and a psychokinetic hand.
Yeah, I have like class, or no, race abilities too, and class abilities that I would probably use.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's his speed.
Forget if there's
Yeah, because he's got speed
anything
and
my
everything.
Theme
So
adds to me.
Mhm.
Themes add anything to you.
pretty sure he's just got like normal
Flavor.
turn.
My themes out.
Okay,
Wasn't
we'll look
sure
it
if
up
that added
afterwards.
anything.
But,
I don't think it's
sure.
because I don't think it says like anything specific.
Yeah, we'll just look that up, and then afterwards we can write it down for posterity. So yeah, just if you want him to move, you can go ahead and have him move. Giving you an idea, the ceiling in the hallways is about 10 feet tall, and then that chamber here is actually about 15.
He's just gonna stay up near the top, like as high as he can,
Mhm.
and then he's gonna just move over into the other room a tiny bit, but keep altitude so he's matching just below the ceiling in the hallway.
Okay.
So he has a vantage point on both this one and the one that he was just firing at.
Okay.
So you know.
All right, sounds good. Now, the one that just formed here is actually going to attack you, Skada.
Okay.
You see its form kind of billow up, and you see the very fluid form. There's like a very strange kind of structure to it, almost like a skeletal system. And you see it actually moves, and it looks like it's just some sort of like sea floor, sort of like refuse, things like that. But you see it form into one of its arms, and it lashes it out like a whip at you. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
For
That would be against your KAC.
okay. Yeah. Regardless, it hits me.
Okay.
I'm 14.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. As you think it being water, it would not hurt as bad, but it slams you in the side of your torso, and air kind of temporarily like leaves your lungs. Just
Nice.
all right. Now the next one up is actually going to be this one, and it's going to take a swing at Model Ra, who now just turning with
Model Raw boy down there.
kind of just a very jolting kind of turn. That is going to be a 12, which actually matches his KAC, unfortunately. Ooh. Mo takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh.
And you see him just slam against the wall, and you see just this kind of torrent of green kind of suddenly just inside of his helmet, and assume that whatever that is, most likely blood of some sort, or call of water, as Ziddix would call it. But that's going to be the end of his turn. Skada, you're up.
I'm gonna whip my pistol out. One of these guys here. Them Sean, what?
When you do a ranged attack in melee,
Oh, son
it will
of a bitch.
provoke an attack of opportunity. Just letting you know.
Don't they have a feat that lets you do close range attacks?
Possibly.
Well,
I don't
I
remember
guess
all
I'll.
There's a lot of feats.
I guess I'll just. Well, but he's.
Slap him.
What are you doing?
Challenge him to a duel.
Well, it's like my melee weapons, a fucking knife. I'm just gonna
Do you-
slice a water boy.
Deal with it.
Yeah,
You're not taking a
You've
negative.
never
to
fought
it,
these
like-
before, so you don't know what it's going to
True.
be like.
All right, so yeah, I'll take a little knife to him.
Okay. All right. So you pull out the knife that you have and just quick slash,
Yeah.
cut across what you assume is just its main body. So go ahead and make a melee attack.
Water torso.
Got a -1
Water
on this
torso.
bitch.
I looked it up.
Oh no.
I looked up the.
Non-natural one.
in a very fluid motion, go figure. Its torso like shifts as your swing comes through, and it just deftly like bends its torso backwards, and your blade just cuts through damp air.
That sounds about right.
I looked up the drone stuff. So
Then I get a
Oh,
little.
is he good? Okay.
As that happens, I'm just like, shit. like surprised, and then just like, well, I'm gonna get fucked up. Like the knowing look of like, fuck.
All right. So is that all you're doing on your turn?
I suppose I can attack again, right?
You can add a
Negative.
-4.
-4, so it's a -5.
Yeah, it would be -5 total to hit. Or you can move.
I might as well just give her a shot.
Okay.
Bumblebee tuna.
All right. Go ahead and do it.
No.
A 0.
It's a 0.
This is a 0. Okay.
It's a
All right.
0.
Frustration abounds as you try and come back with a backward slice, and unfortunately, it just kind of just slides out of the way as well. Just seems to shift and reform, and that's going to be the end of your turn. Chase is up next. He's going to, from his position, turn this way, seeing you having some problems with the one that you're at. He's going to take a little scoot sideways, and you hear him sloosh, sloosh, because there's about a 1.5 foot of water in this hallway right now. You hear the sloosh, sloosh coming behind you, and right as you turn around, you see him just leveling his rifle right at this one over here, and you just hear the
just looking up at the barrel of his rifle, like
As he
right
lets
above
off.
my head, pretty much.
I thought you were really looking up at something.
Jesus.
I went to check. Like, oh.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
Chase.
Nice.
Ooh. All right. He deals 4 points of damage to the watery construct over here.
All right, guys. Here's the plan. We're gonna let Chase take one for the team here,
Oh, yeah.
and then I'm gonna be the one to save his life, and he'll put it in the good book with Theta 3, and then all this animosity will end, and we'll be on good terms.
You have fun with that.
Cynics.
You guys have thought of worse plans, okay?
As you see the action quickly popping off in the hallway,
I do.
Because
I'm so enthralled with this big, whatever is encapsulated in this thing. I'm not aware of anything behind me. I just notice a scuffle going on, so I'm gonna move. Shit, I
Just
don't know if I
Mr.
can.
Magoo your way away.
If you can.
Yeah, there's enough room for you to maneuver around, and the water's not deep enough that it's going to hamper your movement.
Okay, I just can't do a trick attack then. Because that takes a movement and my action, right?
I mean, you could. You mean
If I move though, I can't then do a trick attack.
right? Yeah, I mean, and from that angle, it would have it's going to be a tough call as whether it actually will be in range
Yeah.
or that you have a visual on it.
Well, I'm gonna move there regardless. So I'm just gonna move.
Because obviously you can just move and do a regular attack.
Yeah.
That's certainly possible.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to where I just saw Chase fire,
All right.
and then I'm gonna notice that guy now.
Yeah, absolutely. You see this watery figure just kind of dancing, and you see a part of it just kind of a slight steam sort of cloud appearing as Chase's round pierces its side as you're running around the corner.
I just say amazing, and then I bring out my shear and eye rifle and I take a shot at it.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
That wasn't a roll. This is range, so 16.
so-
16.
16. Oh, that absolutely hits.
Okay. And that is a D10. Which one is a D10 again? This weird guy?
That's a D8.
What is it?
This guy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a D10.
Okay.
It's the one that looks like a D100 without the zeros.
Yeah. Kind of looks like one of those sim diamonds.
Yeah. Chaos Emeralds.
That was a. That's a 9.
Yep, that's a 9. Ooh, 9 damage. Jesus.
I don't add anything to that, so.
Nope, you don't add it, but I mean,
Yep.
you just did more damage than 2 other people did in one shot.
Yeah.
So that's pretty damn good.
No, yeah, I'd
And you see-
imagine that.
I have
You
to
s-
reload though.
Fiend
So.
being
Oh
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
that this is
But you
calculated.
rifle round just
don't
fires,
remember doing this.
and you can see the sort of steam kind of rising heavily from the shot, piercing its side, and you hear like a bubbly kind of like as you substantially damage the creature.
Shot it with your rifle?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. We're just filling this hallway with gunfire.
Laser rifle
Or
or
It's
laser
a
fire.
sheer and eye rifle. I don't know what.
I believe it's an energy weapon.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark that down too because I didn't really do that.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't really actually look at that type either. But that's going to be the end of your turn. I'm assuming?
Yep. I
Okay.
moved and did my stuff.
All right. Here, you can take a peek if you want.
Okay.
So the third creature you now hear, and you hear coming up behind you this rushing of water. It sounds like almost like a creek with a heavy current. Nothing like crazy like loud, but you hear it.
babbling?
And as you kind of look around your shoulder as you're
Quiet,
like,
brother.
moving to reload, you can see out of the corner of your eye this watery figure coming in with a similar kind of
Whip.
strike with that sort of like rocky type of substructure. That is going to be a 19 against your KAC. I'm assuming that hits.
Jesus.
It does.
This guy's hit hard.
Oh gosh, that one is 11 points of bludgeoning.
Oh my.
Okay.
Tyler, are you okay, buddy?
Yep.
Who?
Still got some stamina.
So you see
Zidix.
you see this tremendous
Tyler's
force
fine.
I'm great,
of
Sean.
water just smash into Zidix, and you see him kind of
Ow, what the hell?
buckle underneath it a little bit. That is going to be the end of its turn. Tet, you're up, and you hear just now this water just kind of rushing around everywhere.
So in the hallway that we're in, is there any chance that because this is a research station, that this hallway is going to be anything like maybe other research places or a hospital or something where there are going to be just like handrails along the sides of the hallway or something that I can maybe like climb up onto? Because if it's 1.5 feet of water, that's like getting
It's getting up there.
It's
for
getting
you.
pretty up there, and I'd
Right.
like to be out of that. If possible.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
There isn't any rails to speak of, but you're looking for more of some sort of like higher cover that you can see.
Anything that's not in the water.
Yeah.
8.
8.
Yep.
Glancing around really quick in that short amount of time, you don't see anything that you could kind of land on. The hallways are just mostly intact. The barnacles lining both sides.
But I mean,
really heavily.
Chase is right behind me, isn't he?
He technically is, yeah.
So can I just like scamper up him and climb on his shoulder?
I mean, yeah. You just turn to him and just start climbing up him without saying anything.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's heat of the moment, dude.
All right. He doesn't buck you off as you're climbing on top of him. And
I apologize like as I'm doing it. I'm like sorry.
He's like, God, what? And you just like climb.
I try to be as as unobstructive as I can.
Yeah, but you kind of climb up onto his shoulder and like brace on the wall a little bit too.
I'm only like 90
It's
pounds.
a little bit. Yeah, you can feel him kind of like as you like climb up, and for an athletics check for him, he's like holding still, but you can see his like aim is starting to like lean down a little bit.
You got this, buddy.
He's like, oh God!
Just for a second. Just hold still.
So I'll just say that's your movement.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm gonna try and pow, shoot at the
All right.
waterman. Ooh, natural 19. So that's gonna be a 22 total.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Awesome. 2 damage.
2 damage? It's actually just enough. As you train your pistol in, you notice that the vortex seems to be growing weaker. So you aim for like the strongest part that seems to be connecting the whole thing together. And as your shot rings out, you see it lose all kind of structure. And it just, almost as if just a large bucket of water just like was thrown at the wall. It just and rejoins the rest of the water in the hallway, seemingly destroyed.
Thanks, bud.
I'm just gonna.
He's like, and you hear from underneath, okay, can you get down? Please?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
I turn around and I give you one of these on my shoulder.
All right.
And well, hold on. I'm gonna use a bonus action to activate my energy shield.
Is that like a swift action or? What type of action?
Oh, standard action. Never
Standard
mind.
action.
Never
yeah,
mind.
You'd have to wait till next turn to do that, but you certainly can. All right. So first turn for you.
I'm
What do
gonna attune myself with the fiery powers of the fiery sun, so I can use my
Alright.
fire powers.
All right. So you
Just in
Fire
case you
against
guys
water
are
guys?
wondering.
So you see this
Yeah. You can
Just
evaporate
hear
them.
Soren
Hot
say,
enough, man.
mutter to himself,
Why not-
fire,
why not
fire,
black
fire,
hole?
fire, fire.
Over-
Vacuum these guys up.
on the
Evaporate.
piggyback kind of
Vaporize.
totem. You see back in that chamber a silvery light starting to glow. A very familiar one that you've seen a couple of times before.
Me?
As his as you're looking back, you can see as his mode
Yeah.
of solar power start to brighten.
I just hear Soren say, fire, 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 fire,
Fire,
fire,
fire,
You have,
fire.
you have
water in
Modo
here, I don't know
Ra
what
who
you're
just took
talking
a
about.
slam from this one, and you have this one on the other side. Just
You're gonna
freshly
cook us in
attacked
this metal
today,
too,
so it's a
dude.
little hard.
Yep. Well, I already got my pistol in my hand.
Right,
So
and you have enough space where you're not gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from everyone.
Yep. So they're both.
at least 10 feet away.
I'm gonna shoot at the guy that attacked Model Ra first.
All right, so go ahead and make your attack.
Alright, that's 13. 14.
14. That'll hit.
Alright, and then. 3.
3 damage.
3
All right.
damage. So, down to 8 bullets in my magazine. And I'm gonna shift on over, pivoting on my heels precisely, and leveling my pistol at the other dude. That's a -4 on the second one, right?
Yeah, you're doing a full attack.
Yep.
Uh,
16?
no, that's a 19, dude.
No, that's a
19
16.
plus your dex.
16.
Minus,
Plus 1
minus
dex.
4.
Minus 4. 19
Oh,
plus
okay.
1, 20 minus 4. 16.
That hits. 16 hits.
4.
That 4, bro.
Sean, kicking ass right now, man.
So just pivoting, 2 shots, one right after the other, and you hear the rounds connect solidly on both targets. Even though it's a single slug, you still seem to be doing some damage. It's more of like a superficial structure kind of damage to it, but it still does damage nonetheless.
Good and good.
All right.
And that's my whole turn.
Okay. All right. We're actually going back to the top of the order with Buzz.
Okay, so Buzz is gonna. Does he have any Can he see if he were to maybe raise up a little bit? Could he see above the tank that's holding the thing, or is it
The tank
solidly
connects
to
from
the?
the floor to the ceiling.
Okay.
So he can't shoot over it, but he can definitely, if we'll say he can fly above these guys because it's 15 feet up. So he'd be able to get above those guys to make an angle shot on this one or this one.
Well,
He's 10 feet in the air right now, so he's technically out of range of that one. Just not gonna Pythagorean theorem that shit.
yeah. Well, you were right. He can only move or attack, so
That
He's
kind of
gonna-
thought so, but
he's gonna shoot at the one that's just down below.
just
him
down
there.
below.
Yep.
Okay, all right. And like I said, he's just out of range of it, so it's not gonna get an attack of opportunity to it.
Natural 20
Hell yeah.
for Buzz, and it's a total of 25.
Total.
So I don't know if that hits or not, but I thought I'd check.
Close.
Yes, that most
That
definitely
matches.
does. And-
25 just barely hits.
Yeah, just barely. So yeah, you roll it, and then you add. Well, you don't add any modifiers for range attack, but you two dice rolls. So
Well, then I should roll a third one. Well, because then there's the critical damage for the laser pistol too, so that's a third one.
true.
Because he do
Is
that
that
an
a
extra.
burn? I believe?
Yep, it's
Burn
burn of
1d4.
1d4, so then that's a total of 3.
I got the same
that I'm
pistol.
rolling.
I got the same pistol.
Yes, I believe that on its turn it would take that damage. I gotta just double check that because that's a thing from the actual weapon itself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Set this waterman on fire.
yeah, no kidding. I
They had a
believe
pipeline disaster a few years ago, and it's still kind of just hanging out in the area.
I believe on its turn it's gonna take that damage. So
Do you want me to just roll the damage now, along with the other ones, or roll it on its turn?
actually, I gotta check something here because
Well, doesn't it take the initial burn damage and then sequentially takes?
Unless he takes an
another
action
one?
to.
well,
Up
I have to
without.
I have to take a look at actually the weapon itself.
But if they're made out of water,
Don't question it.
Yeah. Because they have a skeleton.
That is true.
Not seeing anything as
Do you
far
want to try
as
True Blue?
Fuck True Blue. I'll give her a shot.
You want to try Marble Blue?
No, that one scares me.
Why?
I don't know. It looks like it's gonna.
I don't
murder
see
me in the
anything
dead
that
of
would
winter.
indicate that it's not.
Look at that. Are you sure you don't want to use
So,
that?
That's
I
you,
believe
dude.
that on its turn,
Here,
it'll
I'll
take
transfer.
damage. So it's
Bryce,
like
hold on.
it,
I'm transferring my
it
luck.
has to take an action
Now
to
you can
like
roll.
douse the flames itself.
Yeah.
So that's why
I'm just.
I'd
Do you want me to roll it
I'd have
now?
you do
Or?
I
it
guess I
on
just
that.
took
turn,
the luck.
so we'll just do it
So the damage for the shot is 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm getting this all on camera too. This is amazing.
Hey man, waste all them 20s. That's all
Yeah,
I care.
go for it.
Go for it, man.
Have
Another
fun.
one?
Go for it. It's still pretty good. All right, so that's the end of your turn.
Yes, that is the end of Buzz's turn.
Should I go for a trip?
All right. So
Go for
the
trips.
so the one that's next to Model Ra is going to be up, and seemingly not deterred by your attack. Not deterred by your attack. He's going to make another slam attack against
Well.
Model Ra.
No, no.
Motel 6.
That is a 25
Oh,
Yeah, I think that
damage.
pretty good. Mows out. Dibs on the
Yeah.
briefcase.
You see the second strike smash his head into the side of the bulkhead, and you see part of his helmet crack, and he like just slumps down, and
You see that? I don't see anything.
You see the water slowly like draining out of the side
good thing there's more water on the floor.
as he's knocked unconscious.
Oh god.
I
Well, if
just
his head's
moved,
under the water, then he should be okay.
Well, he's kind of slumped over, but
Yep.
you know.
All
At
we
least
heard
the
was
water can't leak anywhere else.
We just heard like a big thud.
Yeah, it was a thud followed by a very audible crack. So that is going to be the end of that elemental's turn. Skada, you're
I
up.
just like stop and just like see that and I'm just like,
You can't.
I can't see it. Why can't I see it?
There's a big scrum in
There's
there.
all of
Oh yeah,
us,
there's the
and
scrum
then there's
needles.
the.
I forgot about
There's
that.
there's quite the scrum.
All right,
You're just
So
looking
you
at
didn't
it.
have X-ray vision yet.
I'll scrum the drum, dude. Pull out my pistol boy and fire at.
The only one you could probably hit is that one.
Yeah, I'll shoot at that guy there.
The one here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, took it into effect with Chase's hit, and it hasn't come into play for one of you yet. But when you have to shoot through an ally, like a soft target, there is an AC bonus, like for the person you're trying to shoot at.
Oh.
Can people shoot over me though? Like, as long as the opponent is like their same size, because I'm like a whole size smaller.
Right. That's why Chase was able
Okay.
to shoot over you. He was having.
I'm just making
it was
sure
with,
that
it was
that
with
is the
him
case.
being the case, and
I'm
you're
like
actually
8
still
feet tall.
on Chase's shoulder, so you're basically almost touching the ceiling. You know,
Yeah.
as much cover as possible. But yeah, if you're trying to shoot at him, there's going to be a bonus that it gets. But you can certainly try and shoot.
Might as well. 10 plus. So 13.
13 does not hit with that. You barely miss Zedix
Sweet.
as your shot kind of ricochets off
That's a
the
win.
bulkhead.
That's a win. That's a win for me.
And then I'll do my second boy.
Same,
Alright.
same target?
Yep.
Okay.
Not bad.
18 minus 4.
So it's basically just
14.
14
no
Or no, 18 plus
plus 3.
plus your
plus
dex
3,
Yep.
so
minus 4.
21 minus 4.
minus 4.
17.
17 hits.
Woo!
So re-steadying your aim a little bit as to not hit.
I
your
kinda like-
party member.
Give you an open shot now since you're shooting at me.
Why are you touching my shit?
using his reflex
Keep it
of
in
not
the
wanting to
family.
get shot. Your
Oh,
second
gotcha.
shot follows up in that same spot, and now that's open. So go ahead and roll your damage.
It's my really deft operative moves. I'm like, holy shit, what are you doing?
Oh. 1.
1 damage.
1.
Zip.
All right, glancing shot on the creature. It still kind of reels out in pain, but
I'm just like,
Didn't hit Zedek, so it's a good
Yep.
day. All right. So now it's Chase's turn, and Chase looks up at you, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man." He like just bucks you off.
I was gonna get down on my
Give me a
turn, but-
reflex save.
17.
Okay, so it's not a large height for most people, but for you, it's a pretty good distance, and you slam into land into the water like 3-point, stance style, and you know,
It definitely would splash up in my
Yeah,
face.
the water's-
I'm like soaked now.
just this kind of salty spray of water, and it's really kind of acrid tasting too. So you're just like, you just get that in
Shake
your
it
face.
off a
but
little bit.
He turns, puts his gun away, and then kind of in a swift kind of turn motion, he takes out a survival knife on his hip, and he just comes in with a upward slash. Yeah, that'll hit.
Jesus, Chase is awesome.
Okay, so
Chase.
The action hero we all want to be.
the creature takes another 5 points of slashing damage. That is going to be putting it pretty low. You see its figure starting to kind of just really having a difficult time holding itself together. And he looks over at you, Zidix, and he's like, "Finish it!" And it's your turn.
Okay, so after getting whipped in the back by this thing and then getting shot at by Skadar,
Harried on all
Which, yeah, I
sides.
guess you were looking right at him when he did it, too.
yeah,
Like eye contact.
I was
Yeah,
like,
just-
what are you shooting at? Because I just got done shooting the guy behind him, so I'm gonna turn around and actually survival knife the guy behind me.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make that melee attack.
That is 17. 20, not natural.
20? Oh, yeah.
Heck
that
yeah.
hits. And roll for damage.
Natural
Survival
17.
knife is just 1d4. 1.
1 plus your strength?
Yeah, plus your
To a minimum
modifier for.
That's right. It is.
I'm guessing your strength modifier is
2.
Is 2?
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
total
So it
of
does 3 damage.
3.
3.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Very good.
All right. This thing looks like
We gotta get you a sword.
it's just like less of a
I
very
see you being a
defined
spear
figure.
guy. I don't know why.
Now just almost like a barely held
why
together mass of
Paladin used
water
to help her.
at this point. It's
I had
very,
the
very on
Sentinel
the edge.
perk,
Okay,
so I
then
can
I'm gonna
keep
do another
people
attack.
at bay.
I'm gonna try.
That shit was
All
awesome.
right. Go ahead and make your melee attack minus that 4.
Malay.
Malady attack.
18 minus 4,
14.
14.
That would be
Yes.
enough.
Hey,
enough? Okay.
there you
That'll
go.
be enough.
Nice.
So I still do the
Nice.
add the strength. 3 again.
3 again. All right, that's enough. You see its form starting to falter, and you quick in a upward slash with the first attack, bring it back around and aiming for what you assume might be any other thing's head. You just cleave off the top portion of it, and you see it just shave off and like falls down and becomes one with the water in the hallway again.
You killed it before my fire even had a chance to do anything.
Yes.
So you just see the wet water just dripping from your blade.
It's so wet. It's wet water.
Guys, this one was wet. Check the others.
All right.
Yep.
It is actually going to be your
That's the wet
turn.
one.
I so for the Isoki bonus to rolling, like between somebody's legs, that's just part of my movement, or would that actually be an action?
Yeah, I believe the way it goes is that you have to do like an athletics check to move through an ally when it comes to like especially tight conditions such as this. Just look at it here. When attempting an acrobatics check to tumble through the space of an opponent.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no. Moving through allies, you don't have to do that.
Okay.
You just it's if you were doing it on an enemy.
But
So
and that's what a +1 to that.
you actually get if it's one size category larger than yourself, you get a +5 bonus to an acrobatics check.
That's almost everybody. So I'm gonna just
No, I think that is
move between
everybody.
cheese.
Except for Buzz.
Move between Chase's. Yeah, Buzz is smaller than me.
Yep.
Move
So-
between Chase's legs, and so that would be
Stand below
5,
Buzz,
10,
or-
15, 20 to be right here. And then I'd like to use my action to activate my energy shield.
All right. Yep. So go ahead, and as you're running, you get underneath, and you see guys a very like crackling. You know, with all the moisture in the air, you see a more visibly than it would be normally. This blue hemisphere of like crackling energy like surrounding.
Is it like a hamster ball where it's like
No,
it
it's like
displaces the water? So like he's dry in there now.
You
Like
can see it
No.
spinning while he's walking.
It doesn't block out the moisture.
he's
but,
in a Zorb. He's like, oh my god.
But just the sheer amount of moisture in the air makes it a lot more visible than it normally would in a regular environment.
I'm imagining a hamster ball just from my own imagination.
I'm imagining him upgrading that hamster ball so he can use it on the water. Because it'll have little fins that pop out of it like a water wheel.
it's just an energy shield.
It's your turn.
That's it.
Energy hamster ball now.
All right. So you gain another point of attunement. What are you doing?
I'm shooting at that dude.
Okay.
So that was a 14.
14 hits.
14 teen.
Uno.
Uno.
All right. So you clip the side of it, and you hear just kind of gargling out.
I'm pretty sure that was an insult, so I'm gonna shoot him again.
That's a
Oh,
19.
that's a. Was that a 19?
Yeah, it's a 19.
Okay, so 20, 16. Hit.
That's a 5.
Nice.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Another
keep him now.
shot in
Hey.
seemingly solid or important area. You see now its form starting to kind of falter just a little bit. It is going to be the top of the order with Buzz.
Still can't really get an angle on it, so
He can fly over. I mean, it's in this chamber.
I know he can
remember,
fly
it's-
over, but I'm just saying, like, as far as
Oh,
immediately
where he
attacking.
was at here? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he wouldn't
So-
have an angle at it.
Well, he could hover above me, couldn't he?
Well, yeah,
Right,
he's
but
gonna.
he can move or attack. He can't do both.
He's actually gonna move and put himself like in the little corner space between the creature and Mo.
All right,
So he's gonna come down,
So he's hovering kind of like right about there.
Yeah, he's gonna come down a little bit to be like eye level with the thing, try and get like
Just say
in
he's
its
there.
face, get between it and Mo.
All right, so yeah, you see now, and Buzz is like, "Hey, pick on someone your
Yeah.
own size," and you see his like tiny little
Whatever,
robot
dukes,
hands.
partner.
Come on, let's see you battle me. And,
You want to dance? I know all the steps.
And
It's a hoedown.
the water creature seems to take this as an invitation, as it's going to build up the kind of debris in its arm and just take an upward swing at
Do it.
non-natural 20.
That'll hit.
All right,
Wow, yeah.
But did Buzz do something? Or did you already
Ooh,
attack?
He can only do.
that is
He can only move or take an action.
that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Buzz is good.
All right, so you kind of rattles him in the air, and Buzz.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
Gonna
Oh, you hit terribly. You hit like
Water.
You hit like water. Skada, you're up.
Tis but a splash.
You're all wet.
I'll move. Can I move up here?
Yeah, I mean, how much movement? Where are you going?
I'm from here, and my movie
You have
boy,
30 feet of movement.
30
most likely.
feet.
You can get there, or you can,
Yeah, where you can't really get over here because there's just too much
Right
of a
there.
scrum.
Right there. And then-
There's a good enough line of sight for you, I'll say, with where it's at. Yeah, sure.
Then I'll take a little shooty boy at him.
All right, you'll take a range shot. Go ahead.
God, fucking dicks. 5.
5 does not hit.
do it again.
Do him again.
Got it.
Well, you had moved,
Oh, so I can't
you
do it
can't.
again.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you, if you
that's right.
don't move,
That's
you can
right,
do
I
a
can
full
do it,
attack,
yeah.
but you can't use a full round action after moving.
It's alright. I'll just be like, oh fuck. And then
All right.
That's my turn.
At his spot, he's going to see Mo down, and he's going to look at you and be like, pick him up. We got to get him back away from this. And
I'll get the
that's
briefcase.
really all he's going to do is he's going to just kind of move out of the way a little bit for you to be able to get him. And so that's going to be the end of his turn. Zedix, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
Grab Mo for me. Pass him to you.
Okay. Would it be possible for that to happen? So, like, on Soren's turn, can he
Like,
use
my movement action.
use
for
his
that or
movement to
something?
just pass Mo to me?
Yeah, the passing of him, since he's on the other side, would have to be the movement on your turn.
Okay.
So you wouldn't get him on your turn.
Right.
But you could say like
I'll
set up.
get in the assembly line ready.
Right, and you'd
for
be
the
able to
pass
say
over.
like plant him right there. So
Sure.
we'll say that's the action that you're like ready
Yep,
for
yep.
when it's his turn, which
Gotcha.
actually is coming up to you soon. Not yet because Tet's up.
I'm gonna see this thing. Buzz on the other side, Mo down behind him.
Blast him.
Take my first shot at him.
Blast him.
There he is. Blast him.
That is an 18.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
3 on the first shot.
Nice.
And taking a second shot. 8 to hit.
8 to hit.
Yep.
Second shot does not hit.
Oh, dang it!
First one does. The first time using your energy shield, you're kind of
That's not
taking
the
a
first time.
First time, I'm pretty sure you've used it before.
I used it in the
He used it once.
the like warehouse fight where we went and
Yep.
Oh, that's right,
fought
you
against the
did.
people
Yeah.
in the company.
We'll just say that trying not to hit Buzz. Second shot just kind of glances against the bulkhead. That's going to be the end of your turn, Sean. You're fully attuned. What are you doing?
Passing over Model Ra to
6.
Zidix.
All right, so you guys
I-
daisy chain him. Now he's
I still got him, I'd say.
Yeah,
He's
he's-
still with him.
right,
And
right.
I'm grabbing his
You,
suitcase.
you just kind of grabbed him, and you see now like the top portion of his face is visible, and you can see like the very kind of slimy green of his skin. Portions of his like mouth are still underwater, so he looks like he's okay for the time being. But you see now the inside of the helmet is a lot more green with his blood.
Whoa. He's got green water.
So you have a standard action.
I feel like there's too many people around me to safely unleash hell.
Yes.
So I'm gonna shoot him right in the face.
It's a 10.
11. That's not gonna hit.
11 is not going to hit. No.
Roll it again.
Sure.
Okay, it's not going to do anything, but you can't use your full attack. But top of the round, it's going to be Buzz.
Now he's gonna get revenge.
You mean
And
the-
he's
Buzz?
gonna shoot from the other side.
All right.
The bros are
He's
flanking
in
right now.
melee. Remember, so he's going to be taking that attack of opportunity because he's in this spot right here.
That's all right.
All right.
He's a rebel boy. He'll be fine.
That's an 18 to hit for Buzz.
18 will hit.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
2 damage.
2 damage. All right. So as his shot rings out,
That's all it took Dan to pull it.
kind of recoiling in a fluid motion, like you see this other arm just swinging up at Buzz.
Effectively ended his career.
That's
we were
a
talking about
25 to hit.
Microsoft guy.
Yep.
Steve
Oh
Ballmer.
boy. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Steve Ballmer did that too, didn't he?
He's still good?
Yep.
All right.
Sure he did.
So Buzz now
I know
two,
he
two.
did developers.
We'll say dense though. And guys,
Bring it
come
in.
on, bring it in. All right. So the 2 sizable dents be damned. Buzz is still just floating up. He's like, you see one of his arms now kind of. I'm guessing he's a little bit lower.
He's got 2 hit points.
Okay, yeah. You see one of the arms now is starting to kind of twitch a little bit, and he's like, I ain't seen hits like that since I found my grandma.
One of his little boosters is just sputtering,
Turn the max
Yeah,
headroom.
He's pretty banged up.
sparking and smoking.
He's like
But
Porky
still
Pig.
a scrappy young lad.
It's like the
So-
T800.
That is the end of his turn, and it's actually that creature's turn now. Swinging now again at Buzz.
Do it.
17
Hits.
hits. I think even with my minimum roll, yeah, it's gonna be 9 bludgeoning damage. Grandma. Third hit, he just
Famous last
crashes
words.
Crumples
into
against
the
the
side.
wall.
You see just the
Storm, pass him down.
And I just yell, somebody grab his gun!
All right, so Skada, you hear the loud crunch.
Now we're never Skada.
Yeah, does
Hot
him like
sizzle.
hitting the water and shorting out damage the creature at all?
No, it doesn't seem to be.
not
No,
enough
he
of a-
doesn't have as large enough power source to seem to do anything but like just make the water a little extra staticky.
Yeah.
Oh, Buzz has surge protectors.
Well, he is definitely wet. That's for dang sure. What are you doing, Skada?
I'm gonna shoot a boy at him.
Shoot, boy.
Do an eeny meeny between those D20.
I know that's what I've been doing.
Roll off between those.
Where's my fucking pencil? Okay. So shoot at that guy. That's a 9.
Yep.
Plus
Your dex.
Plus 3.
12?
Yep.
Just hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll that 1d4.
2.
2 damage.
Two
All right.
blast.
You see its form starting to really buckle underneath the assaults that we've been throwing at it. It's now less humanoid and more just a amorphous mass of water standing upright.
Okay.
Second attack.
Yep.
All right.
It didn't even roll.
I was gonna say
That didn't even
you
roll.
gotta give it a little extra sputz, a little English.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put the
see?
mustard on it.
Yeah.
All right. So your second shot misses and hits the back wall. That's going to be the end of your turn. Now it's up to Chase's turn, and Chase is actually going to be taking Model Raw from you. And he's like, I got him. And you see him now just...
Hold on, I got his medical case. He might need it.
He takes that from you as well.
What?
And-
Make a check for that. I'm holding on to my dear life here.
Okay, so you're actually trying to not give it to him as he's reaching for it?
I'm giving him Mo, but I'm gonna try to administer some medicine to him.
Okay,
So you wanted that medical
so
back.
he feels you have some resistance.
What
on
are
it,
you doing?
and he
Take
looks at-
Mo. This isn't what you need.
It might
He's like,
be.
he looks at you, looks at him, and he's like, "You're kidding, right?"
I'll help you. I know how to do this.
Okay.
I want to yell out, just give him the fucking medicine.
Give him a
Diplomacy?
What?
what?
I'll give
tell
you
me,
diplomacy, but judging
No,
from
you tell me.
Judging from the last time, it'd probably be more of a bluff.
Oh yes. Thank you
Just
for
because,
that. Thank you
just
for
because
that.
he's seen your medicine at work.
Well, that is a 19 plus 4.
He in the heat, just judging from the amount of chaos going around, he just fine, and he pulls Mo and he sets him up against the wall, and you have Mo's case now.
Yep.
So that's the end of his turn, and it's up on your turn actually.
I'm gonna hunker down where he put Mo down. I'm gonna
His
start
pockets.
rummaging, if I can, use my whole action movement thing to just rummage, so I can find something of a medicine or something to stabilize him.
Yeah, just give me a perception check, just as you're searching through, trying to find. You assume what's going to be right.
Oh, good.
This is just for just kind of in the heat of the moment, just trying to find something that you don't know, because really, it's not a open kind of case. It's you're
Eight.
searching the sides to.
8 perception.
Right. So you tap. You're tapping the sides because you saw him tapping the sides of it. You're
Playing
tapping
like a
it,
bongo.
and after a while, you're fuck, what's going on? And then you finally hit the one side, and you see that side pull out that had the syringe in it, and the final vial that's in there, that green and blue mixture.
Green and bean? Is that what you said?
Green and blue.
This is what I saw. Gift of Soren.
So it's a serum of healing. Mark 1.
Mark 1. Okay, so can I do anything with it right now?
Yeah. We'll say it's going to be like your full round action. We'll just say, you know.
Okay.
So you go ahead and you administer that to him.
Yes.
All right. So I'll just have you roll it, just so you know what it's kind of like. So you roll 1d8.
That was this guy.
Yep. And you don't add anything to it. That's just how many points of healing he gains back.
5.
5? Okay. All right. He gains 5 HP back. So you see that you're looking for like a good spot to like plunge it in, and you like notice that the like neck portion is
I know what
it's
that
not
is.
armor,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah.
I know what that is.
So you like see it pierce through, and you like looking over the top, you actually can see the like shape of the needle like pierce the side of his neck, which is a lot more visible now, and like the water's below his like mouth and everything, and you now see he looks like Abe Sapien kind of like from Hellboy, except green and a little bit more like kind of
More sapient.
linear edges to like his like fins on the top of his head.
Okay.
And you see him just kind of and you see him now like waking up, and you see like the green that's his blood is
His green water.
green water, yeah, is pouring as he's like gasping now. And
Do I grab his head and put him underwater?
yeah, and he doesn't seem to like fight you on it as he just like falls over, and you see now just like the like bubbles kind of like as the water like fills in.
It'll be okay.
You're like smothering him in the water. You're like
I'm saving you.
saving you. It's like God, terrible. All right, that's gonna be the end of your turn. Tet, you're up.
Tet is going to take revenge for the death of Buzz.
We shall call it the Ted
What a
Offensive.
dramatic.
The Tet offensive.
Oh, God. All right.
That's just like my like how I socialize with people. The Tet offensive. I'm just like, hey, what is the most offensive thing in your culture? I'm gonna hit that nail on the head, buddy.
Oh my
I should
God.
pass that.
I have a charisma of 6. What do you expect?
Yeah, not much.
All right, so the first shot is a 16.
16 hits.
Yeah, boy. This is for my robot. 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yep.
It's barely holding together. It's now just like almost like if it had an arm still, or the shape of one, it'd be like bracing against the wall almost.
Not great. 9.
9 does not hit.
No!
As it's like struggling to keep its form. Your 9. Your shot misses wide. Sean, you now just have the smoking disc
You're still fully
shape
attuned though.
of
Supernova this fuck.
Supernova.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't wanna-
only the corpse of Buzz is like close by you, so don't even worry about that.
you have the
Yeah. Everyone.
you have the
Yes.
rectangle in
I
the
can
middle.
rebuild him.
Yeah, everyone's 10 feet away, so I'm gonna blow them up. Bust out my supernova.
Big
Let's-
finale right here.
1d6 fire plus 1d6 per level. So level 2 is at 3d6 total?
Shit,
Give me 1 second.
he's gone.
I'll check for you here.
It is.
So you're using your
Supernova.
Supernova. Okay. So gotta use Supernova. 1d6 plus 1d6 additional fire damage per Solarian level to all creatures within 10 feet of you.
Hell yeah.
So that would be 3d6 total.
He's
5, 10. Yeah, I'll say he's
Initial
within range.
and the
3d6,
two.
and then he can do a reflex save to
Half
take
the damage.
half damage. Which, do you know what the save is on that at all? Usually it's going to be
That'd be my-
base plus your main stat modifier.
that'd
Chase,
be
your ship
charisma,
turned into
right?
cookies.
Your ship is suddenly quite delicious.
Yummy.
I don't remember. I think it was 12, maybe?
For right now, yeah, I'll say sure. Look that up afterwards, but we'll say 12 plus your main stat modifier, like your primary stat.
16.
So charisma, so it's plus 4, so 16. So it's going to reflex.
Get.
Nope.
This was at a 1. So that's 7 damage. It's not too much. Not as much as I was hoping.
Alright, so you do how much damage?
7.
7 damage? Okay. Alright, so you guys see the silver light like building, and as the explosion just this thing failed, so you see it just turn into a
Get sprayed with
giant
water.
spray of mist.
He's just
and
vape now.
you see actually
into a
with
sauna.
the explosion, the half of this side just breaks, and you see a large chunk
I heard
of
that.
the barnacle structure just shatter, and it see like large chunks of it just streaming onto the floor now.
Soren, pick it up, pick it up. I see that over my shoulder.
And,
What the hell?
Scott in here?
As the
Grab
combat
a
now
manageable
ends,
size
it up,
one
slow down,
stuff
pick
it
it
in the
up,
pack.
pick it up.
as you see the as you grab it, you notice that the color is immediately starting to fade on it, and it's really starting to kind of pale out in terms of the color.
Hurt the barnacle.
And yeah, it looks like it's severely damaged. But that's the end of that combat, and that's gonna be we'll get the XP at the end for you guys.